Let's briefly look at the semiconductors. SMH is again, in a very, very strong range bound. There's a bearish divergence still, so it's either 240 holding or going over 260. Otherwise, it's that 20-30 point range it is doing. And but the thing is, it's been holding 200 very diligently. So let's assume that if it goes below 240 or loses 230, then the next stop would be around 160, these breakout points from previous highs. But if it manages to stay over 360, then the semis, can turn back and we can see some good move on them. SOXL, kind of double topish. It's 74 high and then 70 retest, almost 80% tested. And then it is puking back, but holding this 27 breakout point. So if it holds here, then we can see around 40 test back. Below this, we have 25 to 20. This around here, first cut, basically 18, 25, 20, 25 to 18. And so I think if NVDA is a little bit costly to play, this SOXL strangle could work well, say around 30 and 25. If you can get something reasonably cheaper in January or February, then, maybe one or two strikes ahead between 30 and 32 or 25 to 23, then probably, it could be a good play with time, definitely with time. If you can cover the next earning in February, then, definitely it could be a better play than just playing costly NVIDIA earnings. Then we have AMD. I was seeing something in AMD, basically a bullish Gartley. So if it holds around here, 130, 133, 135 to 130, I did give a buy for my group, my subscribers, and operate the stop loss here. So it's a little bit already up for them a little bit. But for a longer term play, your stop shouldn't be too close by, lest you get stopped out. So if this fires, then the next target is around 150, 165, and 176. So basically a retest of the high coming around this green line, and it will still be a retest because one earning it went to 227 and it didn't revisit that. So that is pending, but anything below this, we have the risk of a sell-off. So most things are sitting in a range-bound inflection zone. MU, same thing. Again, where is this line coming from? Okay, so the line is coming from the previous all-time high, 70, sorry. What is the high? 48, huh? No, 97, sorry, 97, 94. So around we are at the same price. This was one chunk, two chunk. This is the first time being tested back last month, last quarter. And this is the second quarter. So, if it breaks, then you have some downside towards 80 and 60, yeah, 65. And, if the quarter holds around here, 97, 93 approximately on this chunk, then possibly to go back up and test and, retest the high. LRCX again. Oh, wow, that's a nice mirror. A nice sinusoidal wave, but this has more chunk and this is only 3 candles. So probably one more candle. Could it be down or maybe half a candle? But we are still in November, so it's a little bit tricky. So as long as it's holding this 70, 72, it could move back up. Otherwise, some sell-off towards 60, 55, 53 can happen. What was the other one? NVIDIA. Oh yeah, so I've already made the video. It will come out in a couple of hours. So check that out and see. So quarterly basis, again, a big straight line. It ran from here, 34, and it never stopped. It is 30 from 34. It would be what? Definitely 3x. And of course, going on a bearish divergence, and your RSI is 90, almost 92. So this is where it is to pay attention. When your higher time frames RSIs are very, very high, then it creates a pressure on the smaller time frame like daily to squeeze up, because it has to trap people to unload or offload the positions to the retailers, so that when the sell off or the crash or some news comes out, the bag holders are there. So be mindful of these things. And it is at an inflection. Again, in the video I've explained in much detail what those numbers are, what that inflection is, so watch it out. And subscribe, comment. I do love to engage, so please comment, and let's see how NVIDIA does. And hopefully it's a good time, Santa time. We'll have a new president. January will be a new beginning. So assuming everything is okay till then a possible melt up around that time, we could see a bit higher. That, but I'm still looking at below 5,900 in ES, and what happens above 5,900 towards 6,300. So I'm still range bound between these two, but overall range, I'm still looking below 5,625 or above 5,900 to 6,300. So that's a big chunk of inflection within those 300 points or 400 points, and a big decision point can come within those. So all the best to all of us, and let's make money. And but at the same time, let's not be very, what do you call that, sentimentally attached to, okay, only one direction can happen. So let's not do that, because at the end of the day, we all want to make money and progress and everything. And let's support each other with our thoughts and good vibes for the new year. And all the very best.